A controller is recommended. Based on a game by Nintendo. Metroid 2. And with that awesome intro, and with this awesome music, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Crazy Cube Dude's Return to Gameplay. I love this part of the song, by the way. Welcome to Crazy Cube Dude's Return to Gameplay on YouTube. Starting with a game I did not expect to be returning with, AM2R, another Metroid 2 remake, Return of Samus. Let me move the window here a bit. So, this is a fan project, actually, and you can see I've already played through this, full disclosure. This was my first attempt. I actually got most of the items, and only about 14 hours. Now, how much of that is accurate is left to be determined, because I could have put the game on pause and went somewhere and came back and it was still running when I thought it wasn't, so that could be a false time, but whatever. But this is my 100% run following guide, and this will be my new playthrough file, whatever you want to call it. We're going to go on normal mode. As you can see, my first run I did it easy because I heard that this game can be very difficult, and I did not want to give myself a earache. I don't know where I was going with that. I didn't want to give myself a problem, so I put it on easy, and I had a pretty easy time with it. So easy that I'm like, I wonder what normal mode is like. Normal mode wasn't that much different. It really wasn't. So, I'm gonna go on normal. I forgot to change the settings. Metroids. Numerous incidents in the past have thought to light the highly destructive power of these life forms, spreading fear across all known planetary systems. I have no idea how that came up in recording. Hoping to secure peace in the galaxy, the Galactic Federation orders the extermination of the Metroid species. I was the best candidate for the job. This is Samus narrating, I'm assuming. Once again, I find myself standing alone against the Metroid menace. What horrors await me within the depths of their homeworld? So, I know I have not done a playthrough of any iteration of the first Metroid game, and that is my bad. I knew I needed to get gameplay for this channel. I had an itch to play Metroid 2, this AM2R today, and, well, here I am. So, we did not go over all the options. There's a lot of options to be had in this game. Display options. Full screen disabled. Yes, if you're wondering why there's black bars on the side of the screen, I'm explaining that now. I'm playing this game in windowed mode so that I can see it, because if you guys remember, my screen is all sorts of messed up. And if you don't know what that's like, go take a look at some of my vlogs. My recent ones, anyway. Any of them that have my computer in it, you'll see. So, there we go. None of this really matters. The Metroid counter, it can be local or global, and it tells you exactly where that is. Show the remaining Metroids on the planet, how many Metroids are in the game total. You can have it disabled. I never actually screwed around with these particular settings. And local means in the area that you are now exploring, or in the area that you're in currently, whatever. In-game hints enabled, scan notifications. You do scan things. It is completely automatic. and you don't have to do anything, and it's just for lore. There's nothing important about it. Actually, I take that back. When you scan creatures, it can tell you their weak points and how, what to hit, things of that nature. Language, we're keeping that. Yeah, we're keeping that on English, clearly. Sound options, not really much to screw with. I have this game on low settings because this game is actually very loud, and I have it on low settings so you guys can hear me. Control options, this is the fun part. Aiming style. Switches between Zero Mission and Super Metroid aiming style, which means aim diagonally using 2 separate buttons, like in Super Metroid, or you hold one button and you toggle up and down like it says. So I prefer using 2 buttons, I think. 1? I don't remember, actually. Yeah, I think I prefer using 2. Select missile style. Again, it switches between Zero Mission and Super Metroid. So if I'm holding the button, I can use missiles. But so if I release the button, I can just use my regular beam. So toggle means, yeah, well, I think we all know what that means. I prefer that style, personally. Classic Morph Ball. We can either choose to have the Morph Ball be a button, or we can choose to press down twice to do it. I prefer hitting a button to go on Morph Ball. Sorry about the breaks. Spider Ball activation. I never played the original Metroid 2, full disclosure, but Spider Ball activation it can either be, I cannot talk, it can either be how it was in Metroid 2, or it can be how it is now, in this game. Oh wait, there's 3 different styles? I guess they made 3 different styles. Down when morph to enable, jump to disable. Okay. So when you're in morph ball mode, if you press down again, then you'll do spider ball, and you can jump to disable it. I don't like that. I don't want to hold anything, so I'm gonna use the toggle. Toggle is when you press a button to do it. And we went over that one, and that when you aim. You hold the aim button to do it. So, while in morph ball mode, I'm assuming. So, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna toggle it with a button. What button? I'm not exactly sure. Okay. You just press it. The other one, you hold it. Okay, got it. Auto climb. Yes, I want to auto climb. Auto morph. We can auto morph if we. I'm gonna keep that on because I like that. Keyboard settings. No, I don't want keyboard settings because this game is recommended that you use a controller. I also recommend it, so we are using a controller. I'm personally using my PS4 controller. Vibration, sure. Dead zone. I'm going to keep that as low as possible. Analog walking. No. Do not walk with the analog stick. That is a nightmare. Jump with... Yep, jump with A. For me, it's X. This is going off the Xbox 360, Xbox One controller, but it's still the same thing. Fire, X. I want to make that... Yeah, I'll keep that X. Aim up. Keep that... Yep, left bumper. Aim down. Right. Yeah, that's right. Okay, aim down, right bumper. Aim lock, Y. Morph is B. Yeah, I'm keeping all this the same because I've already done all this. Yep. This is how I'm doing it. Weapon select is left trigger. Weapon cancels right trigger. I'll show what that is when later when we get to it, when we actually have things to switch to. I've been going on way too long about this. So anyway, yeah. So we've got everything that we like. We've got everything, and we are ready to play the game. So, Metro 2. I will say this is not going to be a full 100% run, simply because I haven't memorized this game. I just haven't. I played through it twice, as you saw. But if you don't know anything about Metroid, basically Metroids, as they said, are the most formidable foe in the galaxy, pretty much. Yeah, it's telling you all about diagonal aiming. So I've got, you can aim in all 8 directions with the D-pad. If you want to do that while running, idiot. If you want to do that while running, then you can, the diagonal aiming. But if you stand still, you can aim in. You have to jump to shoot down. That's important to note. But yeah, you can crouch to aim. You can do all that stuff. But if you want to stand still, that's where the toggling came in that we did. Depending on what direction you're facing and whatever you chose, that's where that comes in. Oh, I already have missiles. Okay, so I guess I can explain the missiles now. Left trigger for me activates the missiles, and if I do right, normally since I just have the missiles, I can just switch them on and off by pressing the same button. But if I say I had missiles and then later on I had another item, then I would want to use the right trigger to cancel out of missiles and just restart me all over again, so I don't have to keep cycling through it. That was a problem I had in Super Metroid when I played that game, but it's fixed here. So I should note, if I haven't not already, by the way, we cannot do this yet because it's the old joke, Metroid can't crawl. So yeah, we have the morph ball. We have the morph ball already. Things that we already have missiles. We have the regular beam and the long beam, and we have morph ball, and we have missiles. So that is our starting arsenal. Normally those would be upgrades, but we already have those. So let's just keep going here. Everything in this planet wants to kill you. I should note that. Yeah, everything, just about, if it moves, it hurts you. Just assume that. So I do want to actually take a look at something. Yes, here we go. Mission intel, mission briefing, if I can read it here. Primary objective, exterminate all Metroid organisms on planet SR388, the planet that we're on right now. Secondary objective, locate and bring assistance to Galactic Federation Research and Rescue Team. So there's a rescue team that needs our help. Planet SR388, the backstory. Planetary designation SR388, a remote planet absent on most galactic charts. Federation of Research indicates it is natural homeworld of the Metroid species. Its outer crust is hollowed out with a massive cave system which are home to an ecosystem that is yet to be fully studied. The first expedition to SR388 revealed the existence of Chozo ruins. Yes, Chozo. What Samus, the character that we're playing as, is said to be part Chozo. For years, the Federation declared SR388 unsafe to initiate new expeditions. This is about the research team. However, after recent orbital scans failed to detect any Metroid presence on the planet's surface, the dispatch of research vessel was finally approved. The crew's mission was to inspect the region where the species was first encountered and reaffirm that none remained. Their next objectives were to explore the nearby Chozo ruins and study SR388's other wildlife. Communication with the team was cut off and only a distress signal managed to reach HQ. So, Metroids are gone, supposedly, and that's how the research team ended up here. So and we're sent here to finish eradicating all the Metroids. So, weird. The Search and Rescue Team is an elite combat group consisting of heavily armed soldiers. Their mission, locate and extract any surviving personnel from the missing research team. The group reported finding a specialized energy... What is that? Sorry, there's a crack there for me. Energy sensor at a campsite of the missing team. Its data confirm the Federation's suspicions. Metroids still thrive within the planet. These findings were sent to HQ to be analyzed while the group continued their search for survivors. Contact was soon lost with them as well. The data sent to HQ revealed an approximate number of Metroids remaining on SR-388 was ultimately used to develop the scan module for your power suit. This allows the detection of nearby energy readings unique to the species. Okay, so they thought there were no Metroids. Turns out there are Metroids. Soldiers were sent. Intel was reported back to HQ, and then they sent Samus. The Metroid species. Dominant species of SR-388, Metroids hunt for any form of energy found in natural or synthetic organisms, leaving behind deceased husks after feeding. They are highly resistant to conventional weapons and possess great adaptability in foreign environments. Estimates suggest a small number of Metroids set loose on a populated planet would lead to the extinction of any present life forms. As such, they've drawn much attention from space pirates who have repeatedly tried to use them as biological weapons. Ah, yes, the space pirates, as in Ridley. The Lost Race. The Chozo were an ancient mysterious avian race. Incredibly advanced, they colonized many worlds, spreading their message of peace throughout the universe. There are historical records and legends of the Chozo visiting other races with whom they shared their knowledge and wisdom. These brief encounters led many primitive cultures to their present-day glory. Some say they helped. I cannot talk today. Consolidate the very foundations of the Federation force. The Galactic Federation, sorry. The fate of this race is unknown. Evidence suggests they slowly vanished from the cosmos over the course of centuries. All that remains on the planet, on each planet they inhabited, are the ruins of their once glorious civilization. God, I can't talk today. Okay, is that it? Nope, one more. Native species. Not much is known about SO-388's ecosystem. Prior reports describe the... Oh crap, I can't see that word. What is it? The fauna as being very hostile. Nearly all observed animals have been carnivores, with even the smallest showing dangerous traits. The harsh environments and the presence of so many predators may have forced an evolutionary arms race, perpetuating a cycle of violence. Extreme caution is advised. It's just like what I was saying, how everything in this game basically wants to kill you, and if it moves, it'll hurt you. But you're in your power suit. So, a little backstory. Your power suit is from the Chozo, and you are also from the Chozo. This is a save point in the game. And as you can see, we had, this is the idea of Metroid. We had a split path back here. And now that we've finally finished all that, we can get on, with all the backstory and lore, we can get on to the gameplay and what Metroid is all about. So, we have a split path here. I'm going to the right, because I know what's to the left and I want to save that. So, we can make our way here all we want. Careful, don't fall into the lava. Luckily, you will not die on impact. But Metroid. So Metroid let's give you the history of Metroid. So Metroid started out in early 1980s on the NES, and it was just oh crap, lava. So cut me off again. We cannot progress any further because I'm about to die. So yes, you can grip ledges just like in another Metroid game that I'll talk about in a second. So, we cannot progress any further because of the lava. What to do? Save, because if you save, it'll save your game, give you all your missiles and your health. It'll give you everything. So, we can't go any further to the right, so I guess that means we gotta go left. So, what Metroid is all about, like I said, it was an original game in 1980 something, and, it was kind of, it was fun. It took off. It had some flaws, but, it was fun for the time. So, later on, for the original Game Boy, Metroid 2 was a game. We'll get back to Metroid 2 in a second. So, then, Super Metroid, one of the most popular games of the series, came out on the Super Nintendo, and finally, years later, we got Metroid Fusion on Game Boy. So that's the original Metroid saga. Metroid 1, Metroid 2, Super Metroid... Why am I just hopping around? Sorry. We got the original Metroid saga. So... around the time when, sometime after they made Metroid Fusion, someone at Nintendo got the bright idea to remake Metroid 1 for the Game Boy. And it's been received as one of the most popular Metroid games to date, next to Super Metroid. We need missiles to open that door, and we have a save point right here. Thank you. They gave us a save point to restore all of our health and weapons and crap. So, fundamentals of this game, by the way. Up there you can see a Metroid counter. It's at 1. So, there's a Metroid we need to find. Which leads me to which I'll get to Metroid 2 in a second, like I said. This area is supposed to show you that you can grab ledges naturally, because that was something you can naturally do in Fusion, and that was the first time they've ever introduced it. So after that, there was a power grip upgrade in the first game. But look at this. Ooh, scanning bioform. What is this? New log entry. That was pathetically easy. The Alpha Metroid. I destroyed it before I could even bio it. The Alpha Metroid has gained immunity to cold temperatures. The loss of several nuclei within its green membrane has left it vulnerable to concussive weaponry. Yes, how you would kill Metroids originally in all those games that I just talked about. You would get some sort of ice weapon. Usually in the original games it was the Ice Beam. In Metroid Fusion, for story purposes, you got the ice missiles, but it was the same thing. So, the way you would kill original Metroids, freeze them and pump them full of 5 missiles, and that was it. But with these evolved forms, they've lost that vulnerability to the cold, however, gained the vulnerability of concussive weaponry, as this is said. A plated exoskeleton partially covers it. This organism emerges from the molting of its larva form. Though aggressive, it's relatively weak at this stage, and its new appendages have yet to go to their full length and strength. Obviously, because I just murdered the thing. So yeah, all you gotta do is pump that bottom part full of 5 missiles. Well, not exactly 5 missiles, but you just gotta shoot missiles into that bottom part, and you feel whatever I'm trying to say. You see that shaking? Yeah, that's not your screen or my screen or anything going wonky. That's this game and the earthquakes. The massive cave system is located between 2 tectonic plates, largely flooded by extremely dense and sorry about that. Caustic substance similar to magma. The recent earthquake has altered the cave layout, and the hazardous substance has drained to lower levels. The cause of the earthquake is unknown. Initial orbital scan of SO388 detect no instability within this region. Weird. Anyway, so in Metroid 1, it was very open-ended, and it was also that case in Zero Mission, which was the remake of the first game that I discussed. So, sorry, I'm hopping around again. So with this lava drain, that means that we can head to the right again, because we can see if that lava is gone, which it should be. I'm going to save again. So, this game was in desperate need of a remake, because this game already was considered the black sheep of the series. Well, the original Metroid 2 anyway. Which, it's a fine game, it holds up in its own right, but it is the black sheep of the series. So, for 10 years, I can't remember his name at the moment, but Dr. M64, I think, is his screen name. Him, along with his development team, over the course of 10 years, created this game. And after 10 years, it was finally released, and after 3 days of being circulated around the internet, Nintendo forced the DMC takedown. So, my theory is that they knew it was in development, because how could they have not known? Over 10 years, really? So, they knew, and it was really funny, because they released their own Metroid 2 remake on the 3DS like a year later or something like that, or they announced it sometime after. It was something like that. So maybe they took it down because they didn't want it drawing attention away from their own Metroid 2 remake, or they knew about it, did the legal crap to after they let it circulate around the internet for a few days, just to, you know, say that they did it, while they knew it would give more attention to their own Metroid 2 remake, because they could compare the two. But I don't know. But yeah, you see, all the lava is gone now. So that's the history behind this game. But yeah, so my own history with this game. I've played this game a lot. Well, not a lot, but I've put up 2 playthroughs into it. But like I said, this is not going to be 100% run of the game. I know where I will go. This is basically my second blind run of the game. So I will find what I can, and I will make it as interesting as possible for you. So, with this being a fan game, fans are the best people to make games, I swear. But with this being a fan game, everything that you loved about maybe Super Metroid or Metroid Zero Mission, as I've shown in the options menu, those are the 2 most popular games. Scanning the environment. Ooh, 4 Metroids in this area. So we got new enemies. I am not going to be able to tell you the names of these enemies. Do not even ask me to. I have no idea what these guys are. Honestly, that if I had to guess, like, maybe that'll be my thing. I'll make names for all these enemies, and that'll be part of a joke, I guess. I don't know. But like those guys up there. Those guys it just looks like Samus's helmet, like if it had wings. Or maybe Samus's ship, I don't know. Like Samus's ship from Super Metroid, maybe? I don't know. Not Fusion, definitely not Fusion. You guys know what I'm talking about, you Metroid fans out there. But yeah, this game is truly a Metroid veterans Metroid game. If this is your first time going into it, you will be lost. You will be very lost. It's expecting you to have played all those, it's expecting you to have played at least like 2 Metroid games and have a good understanding of what Metroid is, because that's what I had going into this. So, this room will be important later. So, let's see. I've actually been recording for a while now. So I think this is a good time to call it quits for this part. So, thank you guys for watching. I know there's a lot of exposition in this video, so, and we have a choice. We can either go up or down. So, thank you all for watching, and if you enjoyed, let me know in the comments below. If you have any ideas how to make my videos 20% cooler, let me know in the comments below. Any troll or destructive criticism will be laughed at. This has been Crazy Cube Dude. I'm back for gameplay, and I'm going to be focusing on AM2R. More about, I don't know, more about stuff in the next part. So, yeah, we have a choice. We can either go up or down. What do you guys think? Doesn't matter because I'm gonna be recording this part like 10 seconds after I end it. So, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys later. Peace out.